So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Tua sets up to pass it. On the screen, this is Edmonds. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Charger TD. CD, what a sensational start for this defense. Instead of just forcing the 3-and-out, which they were about to do, they pick it off and take it in for the score.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't just settle for the standard good way to start a game. They started in dramatic fashion. Take it away, score points, and guess what? They'll be flying to go back out there on defense again after that play.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On the return, Jalen Waddle from his end zone.
Jalen Waddle on the return. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. A CD a lot of times.
Hold on, bro. Hold on.
Speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Touchdown, Dolphins! And sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It That's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
to
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, where they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 45.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Herbert. And his throw here's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Herbert now. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 18. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. 2nd and 5 now. Herbert. Looking left side. That's caught by Moore. And the Chargers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. These two teams all tied after 1. Eckler. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Touchdown, Chargers. Elijah Moore, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers have moved out in front.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Next to score, Chargers 14, Dolphins 7.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Taking it about the 16. A good head down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. He'll be dropped at the 30. The first broken tackle was there, but couldn't bust free. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Looking to pass. Tua. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Tua going to throw. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now Tua. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. 2nd and 4. From midfield, here's Tua. And going deep for Hill. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know that pass was incomplete, but I'm awfully impressed with how he was able to maintain his vision, because normally when you break out to the left that way, it narrows everything down, almost becomes a half-field read. But he's able to still see the entire playing surface and try to connect all the way back to the right.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Throw left side complete. That's Wilson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. How they can get much more balance than this? Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Look pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Dancing to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Chargers here on third. From the gun, it's Tua. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Jason Sanders will be open field goal. A 28-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. Herbert's throw taken in by Palmer. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. The final shot before the break for Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. That's caught at the 25.
Oh, goddamn, dog. Goddamn, boy. Goddamn. Oh, man. I don't even know, but I seen that y'all like, oh, my God. Wow. Mike Williams is not faster than Byron Jones. He's not. Oh, man. Damn, boy. They still needed that one.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
My shit glitched. I can't press shit. Okay.
The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. Waddle going to bring this out of the end zone now. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first down 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. But to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert, and he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Okay, ready? 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime mix had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, you pointed out to me at half, seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the screen there, and second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Gerald Everett, 34 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Hopkins with the extra point. Makes it a 21-10 game.
That's a good thing, shit.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead. Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
If these guys got to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Taken in at the 22. A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
On 2-yard loss, brings up 3rd and 7.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for L.A. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Trying to lay one up deep. This is caught at the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes.
I couldn't pick the play I wanted. That was not the play I was trying to be in. If I could have got my play, you would have been gassed out.
And that throw, pretty impressive, and even 61 yards through the air.
The Dolphins are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
The two are going to try and throw for it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So unable to throw it for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents. As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
That's another Chargers first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Dolphins 16.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 47 yards on the ground for him so far. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball? Well, that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a third down.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 4 that time as the drive will continue.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
This is a counter play. Eckler. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. 3rd and 10. Expect a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. Back to throw here, Herbert. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game.
I can't believe he didn't catch that bullshit though, man. That's just so weak.
It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the point.
Oh, no, we going to run that ball now. We're going to run that ball.
He's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner.
I rushed the ball. I ran the ball for over 100 yards on your last game. Remember? You just talked about this. Come on now. I'm going to run that ball.
Waddle going to bring this out of the end zone now.
Oh, my gosh.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
It's all right. You got to score that bit, dog. Your boy talking trash. He ready to play. Troy.
Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same.
That nigga's so open.
Drive last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
You there?
On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adams.
Oh, he lost it.
Well, do you want to take that one, or do you want to be
Yeah, I did. I deserved it. I deserved that one.
And he coughs it right back up the other way.
I need to stop playing like I ain't trying to get in the playoffs.
At Atlanta a few seasons ago, Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back, drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that?
Nah, you can't stop that shit though. You don't stop it though. You can see it. You can't stop it.
They like to go for the big shot. No fear of risking a deep ball there, but wasn't enough to get them to completion.
Now Tua steps away to his left, and he'll just get rid of it.
Nah, it's too much coverage out there,
We
bro.
know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in
Too
two
much coverage out
installments.
there.
I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him started at a 3rd and 10. Tua. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And
Damn! Wow!
so in the final minute here now, a 2-point conversion will tie the game.
Wow!
The touchdown's
Fucking
massive,
Tyreek,
but
man,
now
that
they
shit
gotta
up.
have two to possibly take this to overtime.
Boy, this game is amazing, bro. That nigga foot went down either. This game is amazing.
The Dolphins are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
Man, Madden's so gay for that boy. He gonna say soon as he look. Ah.
Here's Tua. And it's caught.
Wow.
And with it, we are
Wow.
tied here in the 4th. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Pollard to return from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchdown.
All right. Well, it's the game.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along with that. But in this case, you're trying as a defender to leverage them towards the middle of the field, not let them get to the sidelines and try and tackle them inbounds in order to run the clock out.
Chess match here late. Now Herbert. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and they will take a 7-point lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago and threw the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Herbert going to throw. Finding Allen, and he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts As they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Herbert. Going back to Allen. He's got him again. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
He's slower than motherfucker, that's for sure.
One last throw here for Herbert.
Let's fucking go, man. What the fuck? What the fuck, man?
With zeros on the clock, and an extra point will send us to OT.
Man, let's fucking go. Ooh, I see you in OT. I see you in OT. Shit. Shit.
Probably a little bit of a failing on my part, but you know I watch a game through defensive eyes, and I don't understand what the coverage was doing there. When he headed out deep, they should have adjusted.
Well, I was out there high routing like Peyton Manning.
Instead, they left him out there and gave him a chance to make a big play, and of course he did exactly that. His size, speed, and versatility makes him a top target.
Yeah, when I seen the field, I was like, oh, maybe he got to adjust. Maybe he was going to adjust on the fly. I was like, that shit was open, though.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
Let's fucking go. God damn. It's second game in a row I had OT. Second game in a row that went to OT for me.
Field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Waddle will return this from the end zone. Oh, good looking return set up here. Jalen Waddle. He will score. Touchdown, Miami. Hard-fought game through 4 quarters, gets us into overtime, and then you can't even catch your breath and realize...